Hello friends, welcome to our channel Office Master. Let's become master of MS Office. Today we are going to discuss most useful function of MS Excel, which is nothing but VLOOKUP. When and why VLOOKUP is required? VLOOKUP is basically required. We want to extract data from one table to other table. Table could be in same worksheet, it could be in multiple or different worksheets, could be in same or different workbook as well. You can extract data by using VLOOKUP. Now with this exercise, we'll try to understand how we'll be using the formula of VLOOKUP, what all the precautions or the things we need to remember while using VLOOKUP function. So as you can see, we are having a set of data here. From column B to E, we are having different values in different column, starting from column B with serial number, then name in column D. We are having mail ID, and in column E we want to have the mobile number, which is not present in this table. We want to bring mobile number which is available in some other sheet. As you can see, in sheet 4 we are having mobile number here against each employee. But you can see order of employee is not same in both the tables. Here we are starting with A Pandey, here we are starting with B Sharma, so we cannot directly copy and paste it there. So now the easiest way of doing this will be, in this method we need not to know anything about VLOOKUP, we need not to know much about MS Excel. With very basic knowledge of MS Excel, if we know how to copy and paste, we can do this. How we'll do it? We'll see the name here, which is A Pandey. We'll go to other table, we'll look for A Pandey. We found it here. Then we'll copy the mobile number of A Pandey simply with Ctrl C. We'll go to our destination cell and we'll paste it here. This is easiest way, or the way we were using till now. Now we'll not be using this method. We'll not be doing it manually because we'll learn VLOOKUP and we'll let VLOOKUP to do this for us. So friends, how we'll use the function of VLOOKUP? Basically, we need to put formula here in cell E3 equals to VLOOKUP, which is nothing but VLOOKUP, then open your bracket. Your formula itself will suggest you what you need to put there. First thing the formula is asking for is lookup value. As you can see, lookup value is highlighted there. So formula is asking for a lookup value. What is lookup value? Lookup value is nothing but a value which is present in both the tables. It could be a kind of a reference value against which we will be searching for data in source table. Let us assume this table in this sheet is our destination table, and the table which is present in sheet 4 is our source table. So lookup value is the value which is present in both the tables, in source table and in destination table as well. Then only will be able to search for any other value against that particular lookup value. So as we precisely remember, we are having name of employee here, and in other table also we are having name of employee. So let us select name of employee as our lookup value. So cell number C3 is having name of employee. Then table array is highlighted, so we need to define a table array from where we want to extract our data. So this is nothing but our source table. So in sheet 4 we are having our data source, which is here. So let us select this array. Okay, so we have selected this complete table from B2 to D13, but this is not correct actually. Why this is not correct? Our table array should or must start with the column which is having lookup value. So our table array here will start with column C, not with column B. This is the first thing you need to always remember while applying VLOOKUP. So let us select from column C. Now we have defined our table array. this is our data range basically from where we want to fetch or extract our data. Now column index number is highlighted, so we need to put column index number there. How we will know the column index number? It's very simple. Since we are starting from column C, which is having our lookup value, then our column index number would be 1 for column C. The first column of our table array would be having column index number 1, and here we want to extract mobile number, which is in next column D. So if column index number is 1 for column C, it will be 2 for column D. Suppose we are having mobile number in column E, then our column index number will be 3. But in this case we are having data in column D, so our column index number will be 2. Now after putting column index number, we'll simply put a comma here. Just go back to our master sheet. Okay, so after putting column index number, we need to define whether we want to have approximate match or exact match. Basically, difference between approximate match and exact match is, if you are selecting exact match, this will search for your lookup value. If this will not find an exact match of your lookup value, this will return an error. But in approximate match, this will look for nearest value of your lookup value and it will return with some data. But whenever you are using approximate match, there are chances of error. So try to avoid using approximate match. Always try to use exact match, so that either you will be getting correct data or you will not be getting anything. So it will be easier for you to identify whether your lookup is working properly or not. So always try to use exact match, which is denoted by false. Now you can close your bracket. Your formula is completed. First we are defined lookup value, then we are defined table array, then column index number, then exact match we are selected. Now press enter. We are having a mobile number here. Let us check whether it is correct or not. Last digits are 125. Let's go to sheet 4. A Pandey, having mobile number last digit 125. Okay, it is same in both the tables, so our formula is working perfectly fine. Now since we applied formula in cell E3, now we'll simply drag this formula. We need not to apply formula in each and every cell, so we can simply drag this formula. As you can see, it is working perfectly till row number 10. Up to H Khan it is working and returning some value, but from row number 11 it is not working. It is returning some error value, you can say. Why it is happening? Since we have dragged our formula downward, our table array has shifted. As you can see, here lookup value is C3 and table array is C2 to D13. Now after dragging this formula, our lookup value has changed, but our table array has also changed from C2 to C3 and D13 to D14. So till 10th row, our lookup value is present in this range. From 11th value, our table has extended beyond our values, so we are getting error value here. To prevent this, we always need to keep this address constant. This should not change. Your table array will be, your source table will be same throughout your formula here using. So this should be, you have to phrase this cell number. Now how you will do it? You will do it by simply pressing F4. You need to put $sign here. Either you can press F4 directly, or you can manually apply this $sign. So we'll just simply click here and we'll press F4. Now you can see $sign is provided there. But in lookup value we are not providing $sign. Why? Because we want this lookup value to be variable. It should vary whenever we are dragging our formula downward, because my lookup value should change. So I will not apply $sign here in lookup value, but I will apply $sign here in our table array, because I don't want table address to be changed. Now as you can see, our formula is working perfectly, and my table array is C2 to D13 here, and here also it is C2 to D13, it is same. So it is returning the perfect value. So this is how we will be using VLOOKUP. Now we need to remember two things. Our table array will always start with our lookup value. So our lookup value must be in leftmost column, because VLOOKUP cannot search in left direction of your lookup value. It will always look in right direction only. So this is first thing we need to remember. And the second thing, we must apply $sign in our table array, so that whenever we are dragging our formula downward, rightward, or in any direction, our address of source table, which is nothing but our table array, will not change. It will remain constant. And the third thing we need to remember is try to use exact match to avoid erroneous value or the error values, we can say. So this was all about VLOOKUP. In my next video I will come with HLOOKUP. VLOOKUP stands for basically vertical lookup. In our next video we will be discussing HLOOKUP, which is nothing but horizontal lookup. Thanks for watching. If you liked our video, kindly subscribe and press the bell icon. Thank you. Thanks for watching.